everyone.
Seriously?
I I don't know the usual level around here these days. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pocono Raceway here. We're here for the full season finale, as we'll have the night 29 and 24 start on the front row. 20 laps of Pocono, and away we go here on Sea Waffles. Gets between those two, and immediately gets the lead. Zesty is on the outside here. Can he get it? It's 4 wide into turn 1, promising some epic aggression, maybe 5 wide, and a big chaos as Flag goes in and capitalizes of that. Currently it's Black 1, Sweat 2, 3 is Faye, 4 is Sea Waffles, 5 is Random, and 6 is Zesty. The championship leader, most likely currently, is finding himself in 5th place, which just overtaken Random, who now gets last, and to the battle up the front here, Black Station has taken the first place into the second lap as Random is bumping all around. And it seems like we have the whole pack together except the Random. He's just trying to catch up, but 20 laps to catch up. As it seems like we're going into a relatively clean race, and I don't know if Random's not having the best ping, but he's not taking super ideal lines here. As Faye has taken the lead, and Black finds himself down in second. It's a 3-train. Here Sea Waffles tries to jump out of it. And that's probably not going to gain him much, but Sea Waffles gets shoved in a little bit. But I've lost time for that one. As into the first quarter, into the last quarter, my apologies. Sweat takes the lead here. It's currently Zesty Dude and Sweat competing for a championship in D4, a shot at D3, but maybe even D2 if they try out good enough. Here Faye seems to be trying to push Zesty past Sea Waffles, gets that done. 2 championship leaders into the first turn, as Zesty gets the inside and overtakes Sweat. Here, can he keep that position? But he seems to be losing a bit of speed or something. As Black and Random are pushing him, Random's made his way up phenomenally again. Pushes Sweat into the wall, but Black takes the lead. Sea Waffles getting on a charge here. Got lots of speed in comparison to Black, but Black locks up that inside and onto the grass. Black and Sea Waffles go. Here at Sea Waffles gets out victorious, but bumps Sweat into Black here. Holy hell. Looking like a chaotic race already, but still. Oh, there goes Zesty! There goes Zesty. Zesty has just crashed out of the race, wrecked here. Seemingly. My apologies for not seeing that there. As Random finds himself at the back again. And Sweat will be trying to get the first position, but Black's speed boost is probably just way too much. Is Sea Waffles going to block off the inside? Yes, he is. Smart decision there, probably. As Sea Waffles jumped out of the rest of the field with Black speed boost. He will be very thankful for that, but it's a 3-train. Random can absolutely capitalize on that, gets second place. Starts the train, then goes out of it. Very nice from him. As Black will be pushing again. Black really pushing everyone here. Seems like we're just playing a game of trying to overtake the leader with trains, and it's absolutely working. Meanwhile, Zesty's been trying to catch up. Black takes the inside, gets the lead of the race. That's very nice for him. But it's still, remember, we're only 5 laps into the race here. Nothing to be decided yet. You could probably crash out right now, spin, and before the second spot, and still be able to catch up. That's how RNG this kind of is. And Sea Waffles was bumping around, but maybe a bit of lag. Maybe got bumped a bit. Don't know, but Black actually maintaining the lead pretty good, but let's that inside to fit in. It really seems like Random is constantly falling to back. But it seems like we've got to boost Zesty. We've got Zesty boosting Feta the King. And there goes Sea Waffles in on the inside here. Sweat, I meant. Holy shit. Yes, Taking the boost with a boost from Sea Waffles. Running and getting himself in the fight again. 4 wide here. Never mind, that's going to be 2 wide. As Zesty will trying to overtake Feather. I mean, if Sweat stays in this position, that's going to be very beneficial for Zesty. If he can win the race, he can probably make like a big of a gap to Sweat right there. And oh, into the wall goes Black Station. Not too much effect though. And oh, Black Station saves it. Almost spins it here. That is now way behind the pack. Not way, around 3 seconds here. But he will be trying to pass, of course, again. But he's already making his way to the front. It seemed like Zesty is around 1.5 seconds above. As Feta is going in and taking that second place. Black takes third. Even after that close interaction, almost a spin. And Feta will be boosting Zesty. And Black has also been boosting all the other cores. Seems like they'll be very happy with Black for this race. Because now we have Feta getting the boost. Pumps Zesty off the roadbed. But still, Zesty's got that inside line, very powerful in Pocono. You're gonna want to have that inside line constantly. As well, we have Zesty blocking off Sea Waffles here. What can Zesty do right now? 3 cars behind him, 3 wide. Sea Waffles gets the draft. As he's on the inside, Zesty also on the inside. Sweat gets second place here. The 2 championship leaders fighting it out. But again, a low finishing position from Sweat could mean the end. At that point, Zesty would have to very much just race it out calmly, maybe get second a few times, and then he'll be champion. But you never know. And officially, next lap will be crossing into the halfway point here. Sea Waffles gets that inside line. Weird decision from Zesty to give that up. That's practically giving up the lead here. Black gives him a boost again. It is truly just Black trying to maintain his position, trying to get some points out of these races. As it's a 3 train, Sweat thinks, nope, we are not doing that. As Sea Waffle stays in the lead here. And Black is side by side with Sweat. It's random approaching there. We might see seeing a 4 wide. We are not, but Black gets the overtake on Sea Waffles. But there is Sweat. Maybe a bit too much space left from Black here. Comes a bit off the track. There's Zesty and Sweat. We're officially into the halfway point of the race. There is. It's Black on first place, but what can Zesty do? What can Zesty do? Getting a boost from Feta, but again, that inside line is powerful. And now Black's gonna have to defend from it, and there goes Black. That was a very interesting move. Probably try to defend from Sea Waffles. That was, I think. But of course, the car was already way ahead of his backside. Otherwise, he wouldn't have done that. But here it's Zesty taking that lead of the race. He's going to be very happy with that. As we cross into the 11th lap here on the start-finish straight. What can Zesty do? Swerving around, trying to lose the draft a little bit. But it's Sea Waffles and Sweat keeping on, and the rest is just trying to make their way back up. Black has already made 2 recoveries there, but not big recoveries or anything. Just some small cars, and it's 3 wide here in the back. As Zesty is still taking that lead. Bit of a, seems to be Black lifting here. Will boost Feta, wants to get out of random, just really random. Overall, mediocre race in my opinions. Can't speak too much, but we seem to be having Sweat fighting now with Zesty. 2 championship rivals there, side by side, onto the start-finish straight. Sweat's got the inside, but gives it up to Zesty perhaps. That's gonna be very bad if he does that, and Zesty gets the start-finish line. And here goes Sweat on the inside, but it's Black and Feta. Absolutely profitability for Black there. As he goes ahead into first place. Feta hunting him down. Way more speed. Black losing a bit of speed there. As it's a 3 train. There goes Black. Loses 1, 2, 3 positions. Oh, they're in just that 1 straight. That is truly the power of a train right there. If I've ever seen one on Pocono, on these straight tracks, work together and you'll probably all succeed, is kind of the message on these pretty, like, ovals or straight tracks. There's a lot of sea waffles taking the lead. And it seems like Random finding himself in last again. Zesty now hunting down Sea Waffles. Sea Waffles refuses to give up the inside, but Zesty pricks it onto the inside. Random's made his way up 4 positions there. Fed up boosting him here. Sweat also seeming to boost him here. Zesty takes the lead race. Can he shut the door on the inside there? It doesn't seem like it, but can Sweat overtake on the outside? Most likely not. A very bad line is the outside, truly here, if you're not defending. That is. And Zesty here swerving it around. Maybe, you know, should keep a bit more line on the inside, but for enough if you have that big of a lead. Here, Black will be getting his way 2 positions here. Very nice from Black, but 3. Okay, my bad for the Fox. But it's 3 wide here behind Zesty. Feeling the pressure there, but he scoots away carefully because they're just fighting with each other overall. I mean, this is going to be an easy race victory if they all keep fighting, and a bit of a chaotic one in the back. Just a bit of chaos because of that 3 wide here, as we'll be going into the second corner, that is, the second kind of banking oval. But it's Sea Waffles boosting Zesty now. He doesn't really probabilize that since he's already in the lead. Black getting pushed on the grass a bit. Doesn't seem like he'd lose speed there though, in my eyes at least. And Sweat will be trying to overtake Random boost. Sweat wants to get it. He wants that first place position. And oh, that's a 3 train. Can they keep it alive? No. But it's gonna be long enough for Sweat to overtake, but Zesty still got the inside line. And that's gonna be Zesty keeping his lead. You know, most led laps is a choice here for Zesty. I don't know how that's going so far. For him, at least. But it's Sweat into second place. Feta and Sweat side by side here. Black Station might be joining in here. Feta jumps a bit ahead of that, but it's Sea Waffles boosting Sweat. Boosting Corsair is pretty profitable in my eyes in the short-term success, but not really gonna lose something unless you're on the last lap or something. But still, Zesty, you're keeping his lead. Most lap laps, it's pretty close in points right now, so that most lap laps point will also be very helpful for Zesty. But it doesn't seem like he's getting that. The leaders are just shuffling around way too much for that. For him to be getting that point guaranteed here on the straight. Into the second banking, second oval, my bad. And it's Black on the inside. Gets that lead because Feta goes out and boosts him. But then it's Feta going in and boosting Sea Waffles. That gets Sea Waffles far and away. And it's Zesty boosting Black Station. Can he do it? No. Sea Waffles will get his lead on the start finish line here. As it's Sweat. The 2 championship rivals are helping each other here. Wow, wow, wow. Truly what a sight to see. We're 3 laps left. No caution's going to be called from now, I predict. I mean, that wasn't a technical problem, but here it's Zesty on the outside. Can he get it done? On Sea Waffles, probably not, but it's maybe. Random pounces, but it's a bit big there, but not too much. It's Sea Waffles and Sweat just fighting, but again, they're just fighting, so really, you're not going to get closer to Zesty that way. As you see there, Faye gains 2 positions here. Really just because they were fighting there, in my eyes, but here Black Station is gonna put it into second place. Very nice for Black Station here, as Sweat has taken up the last spot. Oh, Zesty is gonna be very happy if that happens. If that's actually gonna be a race for the hold, Zesty will be very happy. He's marginally gonna go ahead and jump Sweat in the standings there. So that's going to be very beneficial for him. But I don't think Sweat's going to be letting that happen, to be honest. He's going to be making his way up the order again. And like I was saying, maybe Zesty can actually use these most laps when it's a 2 times point week. And if I'm not sure though, but I maybe even a boss week, so if you win that final race, you're going away with a lot of points in the bag. That's mainly the one that Zesty will be wanting to win as two championship rivals side by side, going into the second last lap on the start-finish lining here in Pocono, with Black Station boosting Zesty to be securing him that lead practically. As Feta and Sweat will be battling, Black Station loses 2 positions, maybe even 3 if Random can join in on that. But it seems like Zesty will get most of the laps here. Because of the leader shuffling around so much, you also have the requirement that, I mean, you don't need a lot of laps to get the most laps. Because of how much it is shuffling around. So I think Zesty's lead around 7 laps right now, but that already might just be enough. It's going to be very vital. It's 3 wide here. Feta would be profitalizing absolutely from that. I don't know if he's won a race before, but he could win this one tonight. Here, it's Pocono on to this 20th lap and the last one at that. It's Feta getting that inside line. Zesty on the outside here behind him. See Waffles and Sweats drop back. Random's behind him. Black's in 4th. Can Zesty get this win? It's looking like Sweat can't catch up. Zesty's got to be using this opportunity here onto the into the second banking or oval, however you want to call it. And it's here, Black Station side by side with City Waffles. If Zesty keeps this lead, and he's probably going to, Zesty might just be our race winner for Pocono. Sweat gets his way into 4th. This is a pretty important battle as Sweat does get the 2nd place eventually, but it's here. City Waffles and Black grabbing that 3rd and 2nd position. I think